It's that time of the year again. The weather is absolutely dreadful. Thankfully, it has stopped raining for the time being. You're probably sick and tired of hearing Christmas songs everywhere that you go. Thankfully, that's almost over. And every YouTube channel and TV show is probably doing some sort of year in review video, including this one. So welcome to the third annual MG Reviews Year in Review. In this video, I take a look back at all the different cars, trucks, EVs, and even SUVs that I've driven over the past year and then pick the best ones out of a few different categories. Then at the very end of the video, I'm going to pick an overall best car of the year. Now, before we get going, I just want to make it clear that every single new car that you see in this video is one that I have personally test driven myself. So you won't hear me talking about the Ford Mustang Dark Horse or the Tesla Cybertruck or the Lamborghini Revuelto, because I haven't driven any of those cars. This is more of a hobby for me, not a full-time job. And I do all the filming, editing, presenting, so I don't have time to review every single new car that came out in 2023. And sometimes I don't even have access to all the new cars that came out. So just keep that in mind as you watch this video. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get into it. Could this BMW X5 be my car of the year? Or is it the brand new Toyota GR Corolla? Or is it the Genesis GV70 electrified? A couple of years ago, I named the gasoline GV70 as my 2021 car of the year. So can this electric GV70 repeat that? Well, let's start the year in review and find out. Let's start things off with a category that has been slowly shrinking over the years. Here in North America, cars are becoming a rare commodity as more and more consumers buy crossovers, SUVs, and pickup trucks. But it hasn't stopped some manufacturers from producing new versions of cars. I've only driven 3 mainstream cars in the entire year, which included the Toyota Corolla Hybrid All-Wheel Drive E, the Toyota Prius All-Wheel Drive E, and the Honda Accord Hybrid. Of the 3, my pick for the best mainstream car of 2023 is the Honda Accord Hybrid. This 11th generation Accord is spacious, even if you're as tall as me at 6'4". It has a perfect blend of touchscreen and physical controls, and the hybrid engine is powerful enough for a car like this, but still very fuel efficient. I personally find this car to be a little bit boring to look at, but if you can get past that, it's just about the perfect mainstream sedan on sale today. Moving on from mainstream cars to luxury cars, there was only one car that I drove in the entire year. That car was the Genesis G90. Honestly though, even if I had driven another few luxury cars this year, they probably wouldn't have been as good as this G90 was. It checks off all the right luxury boxes, but without the S-Class price tag. And the final subcategory for cars in 2023 is the sports car category. To my surprise, I've driven quite a few this year, which included the Mazda MX-5, a modified Honda S2000, the Honda Civic Si, the Acura Integra Type S, the BMW M2, the Dodge Challenger RT Scat Pack Widebody, Toyota GR Corolla, Toyota Supra, and the Lexus IS500. It's hard to pick just one best sports car because they're all good in their own unique ways. But I must pick the best ones, and in third place, I'd put the A91 manual Toyota Supra. In second place, I'd have the Lexus IS500. And in first place, the best overall sports car that I've driven this year is the Acura Integra Type S. It's fast, it's comfortable, and it's being sold at a price that a lot of people can't afford. That is, if dealerships don't add a markup to it. From a category that is shrinking year over year to one that is growing year over year, electric vehicles are quickly flooding the market. I've driven 10 different models in the past year, which range from the little Kia Niro EV all the way up to the luxurious Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. Out of the more affordable EVs that I've driven, the best one that I can recommend is the all-new Hyundai Ioniq 6. It has a good driving range, plenty of power, plenty of features, and the interior controls are not buried in a touchscreen like how they are in many other EVs. Moving on to the more expensive and luxurious EVs, there's only one clear winner: the Genesis GV70 Electrified. This is the perfect EV. It's comfortable, the interior materials are top-notch, the power is unrelenting, and the amount of money that you have to pay for this EV will put other luxury EVs to shame. If I was doing an EV of the year review, this would be it. Last year I drove 6 pickup trucks. This year it was only 4.5. It started with the Nissan Frontier King Cab Pro 4X, then there was the bonkers Ford F-150 Raptor R, that's the V8 one. There was also the comparison I did between the F-150 Power Boost Hybrid against the Toyota Tundra Hybrid, and the half was the F-150 Lightning. It's great as an EV, but not so great at doing truck things like towing. That basically cuts the range in half, and recharging one of these with a trailer hitched up is a nightmare. Anyway, the best overall truck that I drove in this past year was the Ford F-150 Power Boost Hybrid. Don't get me wrong, I had a huge smile on my face the entire time I drove the Raptor R, but it costs a lot more than a Ram TRX, and you're not really getting that much more truck for the higher price. The F-150 Power Boost has amazing fuel economy for a truck, it's more capable than the Tundra Hybrid, and you can have it for less money than the Tundra or equip it to your heart's content. Now we reach the most popular type of vehicle on sale today. This is why I always say that joke at the end of each video that I produce. And as always, I will see you in the next car or truck or most likely another SUV like this one. And as always, I will see you in the next car or truck or guess what? Another SUV. And as always, I will see you in the next car or truck or most likely another SUV. Because it feels like every car I drive is some form of SUV. Over the 51 videos that I made this year, 32 of them have been some form of SUV, plus one minivan. So let's get into it with the affordable subcompact crossover SUVs, which included the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid, the Kia Seltos Turbo, and the Kia Niro PHEV. The best one is the Kia Seltos. The 2024 model year of this little crossover SUV saw some big changes for this SX turbo trim, chief among which was the replacement of the horrible dual-clutch transmission to a more traditional automatic. This greatly improved the drivability of this little crossover, in addition to the generous amount of space and available features for not that much money. Moving on to compact crossovers, these included the Honda CR-V, both in gasoline and hybrid variants, the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, the Kia Sportage PHEV, and the Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. This category was a bit closer to decide because I find the Outlander and the Sportage really good alternatives to the more established brands of Honda and Toyota. But if I had $50,000 Canadian to spend on a vehicle of this type, I'd be walking towards the Honda dealership and getting into the CR-V Hybrid. As an all-round package, the CR-V Hybrid is the best. It's quiet, smooth, easy to drive, fuel efficient, very spacious, and for the 2024 model year, the hybrid powertrain will be available on more trim levels. Now on to three-row SUVs, which included the all-new Mazda CX-90, both the high-output inline-six and the plug-in hybrid, the Honda Pilot, the Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid Max, the Toyota Sequoia, the Hyundai Palisade, the Kia Telluride, and the Dodge Durango SRT. So how would I rank them? Well, in third place, I'd put the Hyundai Palisade. In second place would be the Mazda CX-90 with the high output inline-six. And my pick for the best mainstream 3-row SUV of 2023 is the Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid Max. This is a 3-row SUV that adults can comfortably sit across all 3 rows of seats, even the furthest back row. On top of that, it's available with 3 powertrains, it has a comfortable ride, and it's a Toyota at the end of the day, so it should be really reliable. Moving on to luxury SUVs and starting off with the smaller ones, the best ones I've driven in the past year are, in reverse order, the BMW X1, which I liked for its engaging drive and spacious interior. In second place is the Lexus NX450h Plus, which is very comfortable and has a very efficient plug-in hybrid powertrain. And the winner of the best small luxury SUV that I've driven in 2023 is the Alfa Romeo Stelvio. This SUV drives better than all of its competitors in the same price range, it's stylish inside and out, and it's very unique. When's the last time you saw one on the roads? Next up are the large luxury SUVs. Some of these included the updated BMW X5, the new Lexus RX 500h, the Range Rover PHEV and First Edition with the twin-turbo V8, and the Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe. Why did I include that last one in this subcategory? Well, Jeep is trying to steer their on-road SUVs into luxury territory, and with this Trailhawk 4xe costing $85,000 Canadian, it definitely is in the luxury territory price range. Anyway, my top 3 large luxury SUVs of 2023 in reverse order are the Lexus RX 500h. It's a more exciting RX to drive than the previous generation, but it can't quite match the more sporty variants of the German rivals in outright pace. In second place is the updated BMW X5. The updated power output of the xDrive 40i along with the 48-volt mild hybrid system are welcomed, but the lack of physical controls and the headlight controls that are now buried in the infotainment system are not changes that I appreciate. And finally, the overall best large luxury SUV that I've driven in 2023 is the Range Rover PHEV. This ultra luxury SUV has every imaginable comfort and convenience feature packed into it. It can also tackle the wilderness if you're feeling brave enough to take a 6-figure SUV off-roading. And with the addition of the plug-in hybrid powertrain, it's fuel efficient and more versatile than the fully electric version that's coming out in 2024. Before we get to the best overall car of the year, it's become a bit of a tradition to look back and relish the best sounds of the year. Starting with the smallest engine, a turbocharged 3-cylinder in the GR Corolla. Next up is the turbo 4-cylinder of the Integra Type S. I haven't driven any 5-cylinder powered cars this year, but the inline 6 of the BMW M2 made some pretty good noises. And finally, the glorious V8 engines. The best V8 noise this year from the Europeans was the Range Rover P350. But I know the sounds in this clip aren't the best due to the rainy conditions. From the Japanese, there was the high-revving V8 of the Lexus IS500. And of course, the Americans know a thing or two about V8 engine noises. This is it. The overall best vehicle I drove in 2023. It is the Acura Integra Type S. When I first drove the Integra last year, it felt like just an updated ILX and it was too similar to the Civic Si but for a lot more money. However, the changes that Acura's engineers made in turning the Integra A-Spec to the Integra Type S completely transformed this car. It has more than enough power that can actually be fully utilized on a closed course or a backcountry road. The suspension can cope with city streets without shattering your teeth, making this a usable daily commuter. And if you can get your hands on this car for the MSRP, then it's pretty good value for your money too. So, all things considered, the Integra Type S joins the previous year's winners in becoming my 2023 Car of the Year. Thank you for watching, and have a Happy New Year.